Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
If I were to go back to dating in 2025, these would be my dating bare minimums. Number one, he makes the plans. I want a man that is assertive and decisive. Don't ask me, what do you want to do? Just ask me, are you free on Saturday and what time to be there? And I will be there. Or if we've been dating for a little bit, then what time to be ready so you can pick me up. Second thing is open the door for me, pull up my chair, walk me to my car. Like, those are bare minimum things that a man should be doing when you are dating. So that would be bare minimum behavior for me. Three, which should be common sense, pay the bill. Why did you ask me to go on a date and then expect me to split the bill? You asked me out, so you cover the bill. I feel like that is so bare minimum and also common sense.
In 2024, it was narcissist. In 2025 is the bare minimum. I cannot wait to see what 2026 will bring. The fact that you expect all those things to happen, it's not a huge problem. You calling all those things bare minimum when they're nice gestures brings us right back to why did I ask you out? And that will be quite hard to explain. But if I was to try hard enough, the only reasonable explanation would be I was drunk.
If you don't have your money up and if you don't have your life up, then why the are you on Hinge? Get the off Hinge, you bum. What are you doing on a dating app when you don't even have any money or life or goals? Like, get the you're a bum. I saw this story time of a girl talking about how she went on a Hinge date and she paid for the whole thing. Oh my god, I almost choked on my cheese. I literally almost choked on my cheese. Don't ever say some shit like that to me again. Never.
See, you just have to love all these bare minimum queens. I would never. You have to treat me the way I deserve to be treated, and you have to give me the princess treatment. And then they find some guy and they pay on the first date for the entire date. And probably the date didn't end there either. So, question for you ladies. When I hear someone talking about that behavior, and when I see that behavior in you, what exactly should keep me from laughing when I hear about all the bare minimum? Why would I ever take you seriously? You go on TikTok saying you almost choke on your cheese when that was your story.
The difference in men and women's reactions when you say that women's prime is the 30s is something so fascinating to me. I recently had a video that became a little bit more popular. I was saying how I think women's prime is the 30s, and let's just say the reactions were very different. A lot of women are encouraging, either excited to get in the 30s, or women who are in the 30s saying it's true that the 30s are the prime, or even women in their 40s saying 40s are the prime. So it's a lot of excitement about aging, hyping each other up. And then you get men's reactions, and it is just so wildly different. It's this entitlement that, first of all, this is a conversation that includes them, even though no one's talking about them. Second of all, they love to disagree with you. They're now going to agree with it. And third of all, it's a lot of men are idolizing youth. A lot of them are outing themselves as weirdos who are attracted only to the super young women. A lot of them are getting angry, saying that women are deluding themselves. And I don't know if it's jealousy, because women actually are starting to realize that we don't expire at 30 and we actually do age a lot better nowadays. I don't know if they're jealous because they're not aging as well, or obsession with saying that the woman's worth directly correlates to how a man sees her, and women are actually taking ownership and power of themselves. It's just rubbing them the wrong way. It's like they think that women need to tie their confidence and their self-worth directly to what a man thinks of them, and when we don't, it just really angers them. Yeah, men watching this, just honestly tell me, why do men react this way? And I'd love to hear women's thoughts and say, have you experienced this as well? Let me know in the comments.
Crazy concept, I know, to have an idea, place that idea on the internet and not have only women respond to that idea. What I will never understand is this weird obsession with aging. Is it maybe because you're getting older and you have nothing to show for? Women are aging better now. Sure, you have Botox, but when you say your prime is in your 30s, or the other women that said their prime is in their 40s, what exactly do you base that on? Because it can't be biology. You may look better now in your 30s than, let's say, 150 years ago, but Botox will not change anything about biology. Just as whatever procedures you're doing to your face, it's not gonna change the way your entire body ages.
If you want to be really magnetic and really deeply in your feminine energy, then stay with me. Because I'm gonna share a quick morning ritual you can do anywhere, anytime, every morning, and it's gonna help you so much. Let's go! Don't forget, energy is everything. And the way you show up in the morning determines the whole day. That's why I don't want you to rush to your phone. And don't rush to the next task either. Just pause. And do this instead. First of all, stand in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and see how beautiful you are. And then I want you to tell yourself how beautiful you are.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, I am not just telling myself that what I am beautiful. The only thing not really working out for me is my face and my body. But other than that, that's the reason I don't stare at myself in the mirror. But now maybe I stopped this too soon. I'm sure she's going somewhere with this.
You say, I deserve everything I desire.
Yeah, okay, so I guess not. I'm beautiful and I deserve stuff. Sure, why not? But can we talk about anything other than beauty? Can we develop some personality traits or some characteristic about ourselves that are not just about looks? Can we ever talk about some hobbies, shared interests, qualities and flaws, character? No? Just look? Oh, okay then.
Men get into relationships with women that they are clearly punching, and then they fumble. And you think, does he actually understand that every day that she wakes up in the morning, she rolls over and she looks at him, and maybe she vomits a little bit in her mouth, and she goes, no, you're a bit ugly. But I'm putting all of my energy into you, I'm like committed to this. I'm taking one for the team. She's taking one for the team. And then he's off gallivanting, and he fumbles. But does he understand that she actually thinks he's ugly? Like, this is hard for her? I don't get it.
I know you don't, because once again, all you ever talk about is looks. Did he fumbled or did he left because of it? Did you ever had anything else to offer outside your looks? Or did you also told yourself you deserve everything you desire? Because apparently he never agreed with that statement.
Please can someone explain to me how men can be loyal to one football team, be loyal to the same barber all their lives, they have the same friend group since school, but they can't be loyal to one woman?
Well, my favorite team never went on that field expecting to get a win because they deserve it. My friends never lied to me and they also value loyalty and respect. They never went behind my back because they didn't need it to. I can understand if you're talking about cheating and then sure, that will make sense. But if you're talking about a relationship that ends, that is not lack of loyalty. That is trying to find something in someone that it's not there.
I, for the most part, understand and almost agree with the sentiment of, like, women should not have to make the first move. Like, men should be the one to initiate conversation and interest, etc. And it sounds nice. Like, I think I was definitely sitting back and waiting for a long time. But then I realized that means that I'm not choosing who I want. The most positive, partnerships and relationships and interactions that I've had are with men that I have approached and that I have chosen. Because I've just dated enough. I know what I want, and I don't want the people who are my options to be people who are, willing, eager, and able to come up to me and to most other women. It's the same way. It's why would you date the man you met at the club? Because you met that man at the club. Oftentimes when men approach you, women DM you, it's do you want a man who's DMing women regularly? And I found that the men that I approach are people who are I would have never gone up to you, whether it's I would have been too intimidated, it wasn't the right environment, whatever they had in their own heads. And when I can, because you can sense the energy, and a lot of the men that are going up to you are not men who you actually want to talk to. And yeah, so I don't think it's wrong or that people should be so black and white about who makes the first move.
Well, fair enough, but at the same time you have a problem with those men that are approaching women. Why would you date the men that you've met at a club? Well, because you're there. What if he didn't approach you, but you approached him at the club? What if you approached him on the streets, but he goes clubbing every night? What if he didn't approach you, but he goes clubbing and then he approaches other women? You were right, it's not just black and white, but other than that, what was the point of your video? Oh, right, I like to be in control of everything. Well, good luck with that.
Men and women are not equal, and going 50-50 does not make you equal. If you cannot be equal, then be fair. This is why we want equity over equality. Under a patriarchy, we can't be equal to men, and until men can carry half the children and birth half the children, we still can't be equal to men. Men who say that women only want equality up until it's time to pay the bills are men who are benefiting from the patriarchy. The patriarchy hurts everyone, even men, but it also benefits men, and two things can be true at once. I know, it's really hard to understand. For men, 50-50 feels like oppression because they also need to treat women well now.
Oh yes, for sure. I still struggle with the idea that I don't have to pay for everything. This is what's wrong with all these gender study graduates, lunatics. They think that as soon as they say the word patriarchy, they're right about everything else and it doesn't even need to make sense.
So now men say, well, if you want me to pay the bills, that makes me your father, but it just makes them a man. Providing is simply a man's job. But then they say you should cook and clean then. If I'm going to be paying all of the bills, you must cook and clean for me. But that's simply false too, and that would make you their mother. How and why? Because he's thinking of all the things his mother did for him and thinks that you should do that for him too, when by and large, adults should be taking care of themselves.
Unless you're a woman and then you have to be taken care of. Not only that, I need to pay for everything because it's not equality that you want, but basically all you have to do is just exist. Now don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like vegetables, but I would prefer to have them on my plate, not lying next to me.
Men should cook and clean.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, but people who love their lives don't spend time judging yours. Listen to that again.
No, and they don't waste them on TikTok either because there's no incentive for them to do it. And this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.